Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 306. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
This is not a repeat. This is a new week. I'm just back.
You mean this isn't episode 305?
I actually haven't left your apartment.
Yeah, I know. I found you like 2 days ago.
I'm behind the couch.
I know. I couldn't figure out the smell. I thought it was the cats.
Wow. Rude. Rude.
I checked the litter boxes like 10 times.
It's very tough to shower.
And then I just found you like under my tree. Like just eating
curled
leftovers.
up in a fetal position.
Eating leftovers.
like not even a mouse, the mouse from the Grinch, whatever it was.
Right, exactly. Not a creature was stirring.
Thank you. I was stirring.
That was 'Twas the Night.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
It was the night before Christmas. No, 'Twas the Night before Christmas. And all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Wow. Not even a mouse.
I love Christmas.
Clearly not enough.
Not enough.
No,
oh, well.
you just lost your Christmas card.
Well, in any event, we're back for another wonderful episode, so we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. First, though, I want to address one thing real quick, because at some point I did go back home.
Okay.
The last couple of episodes has been this mini odyssey that I've been going on with these boxes for my Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
You think you are, Mario?
I have to use keywords. In my 3D world.
Jeez.
So it started off with me taking new games, not the old ones. Taking the boxes from the new games, I'm like, you know what, let me get rid of them because I just need the carts. Then they were out on the curb, took them back in. Now I put the boxes back together.
Thankfully.
And I am glad to say, at least I haven't gotten to the Super Nintendo yet, but the NES games are back in their boxes.
Hooray!
So
you should not have done that to begin with.
You're right, because I'm missing the styrofoam pieces.
Yeah, you sacrificed the styrofoam.
I could probably get those on Etsy.
Oh,
Etsy.
Sure
some of the stuff
Etsy
I bought on
Etsy has everything.
Bro, I picked up. This just dawned on me. What did I buy? I bought a Sega CD game. I forgot which game it was. It was that Android Assault that I was looking for.
The really expensive, because I keep getting them on my feed that like you can get like repros of Sega CD games.
Yeah, well, not only that. This is this is the original game, it's not the pricey one, because the one that Game On has is almost like mint. But I went on eBay, so
okay.
Sorry, guys. So I went on eBay, picked up a copy, but when I got the copy, it was also less expensive because the back, it was in the original case, but the back card, if you will, was missing. Like, all right, I can deal with that. But then I went on Etsy, and of course now I don't remember the person's name. I'll drop a link at some point. Makes basically the back cards.
Oh.
And I ordered it. I mean, it looks brand new. It looks gorgeous, and it fit right in. So now, now it looks like new. Very cool. I'm telling you, man, Etsy is phenomenal.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's pretty much what my week was.
You know what my week was? Work.
There you go.
That's all I did. I worked. I worked like a dog.
As you should.
I worked like a dog.
As you should.
Mm-hmm. That's all I do. I don't get time to play games anymore.
I'm like, all right, folks. Fair. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, basically, it's like we run a Retro Gamers podcast. Do I have time to play games? No. When I find time to play games, what do? Do I play something in my back catalog that I've had for years? No. I play Dead by Daylight.
Still.
Yes.
Still. Good Lord.
You know what it is? My attention span has gotten so short.
Has it really?
How short is it? My attention span has gotten so short now. Like, I don't watch movies anymore. I watch TV shows because I'm like, I'll watch a half an hour episode, and then I watch 6 of them, so it's like 3 hours anyway.
True.
But same thing happens with my video games. It's like, do I want to put an hour or two into a long campaign? No, let me play Dead by Daylight. It's like 20-minute match. But then I play it for 3 hours. And I'm like, well, I could have spent 3 hours playing something else, which would be nice for a change. I don't know. But I'm going to retire Dead by Daylight eventually because Killer Clowns from Outer Space is coming out
next year. Oh, my God. I cannot wait. That game I will play.
Yes.
I will absolutely play
I am looking forward to that.
Yes. And also the groovy. Evil Dead. That's supposed to be good, right?
I have it. I've played it.
Oh, you don't have it?
I kind of struggled with it.
Oh, okay. So. But it plays like Dead by Daylight? Does it have an
no. It's 4 people against the demon.
Okay, so
it's same exact. Not exact, but similar.
Where are our platformer games? Where are they going?
I don't know.
No one's really made a good platformer in a long time.
A good platformer game?
I guess. Just, left to right. Just go left to right.
Oh, good left to right games. I don't know. I mean, they're always coming out with platformers. So
we'll see. Well, none of them won any good awards.
No, they
So-
didn't, and that's actually what we're talking about on
Yes.
this episode. We're fast forwarding to the present
Yep.
on our Retro Gamers podcast just for a little bit to talk about the 2022 Game Awards.
Because we are still gamers, and
Are we?
No, well, maybe not you anymore, but I'm putting it out there to the internet. Just because people get famous on playing 1 or 2 games,
What do you think? What do you think?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, look at my lovely paperweight.
Can I buy that off you? I got
No.
$20.
No, no, I will play it. I swear I will play it. I will play my Steam Deck.
So I'm going. I'll fight the internet. I don't care. I've done it before. Failed miserably.
I was gonna say you fail at it.
A gamer is not someone who just plays 1 or 2 games.
No.
We play games.
I guess I'm not a gamer anymore.
No, you are. It's look life.
No.
Life finds a way.
No. Life gets in the way. That's
Jeff
what's
Goldblum never
happening.
said that.
I understand. Well, Anthony is saying that now. Life gets in the way. So
That's all right. But but as long as you have it in here, in your heart, or or pacemaker, like I'll have in a few years, it'll be good to go.
can we make that a video game?
It's like Gamer. Remember that movie Gamer?
Yes.
So speaking of which, let's get right into it. We're not going to go into every category.
No, definitely not. And in fact, we'll probably just touch on specific games that won awards,
Yeah.
as opposed to
No, of
taking
course.
down. I want to say no real surprises for the 2 games that won the most awards.
I am surprised with Game of the Year
Oh, okay.
with that one. But I didn't even know that was nominated.
So game of the year went to Elden Ring. Elden Ring has been talked about ad nauseum this year, and don't forget also Elden Ring came out in I think January. So
That's
it had the entire year to build momentum, which makes sense to me why it won Game of the
Yep.
Year. So yeah, no surprise to me.
Yeah, Elden Ring, which is kind of funny too, because I thought Elden Ring, at least it's like uber popularity.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it came out, like my YouTube feed and my Twitter was all filled up with Elden Ring. Everyone's
Yep.
playing Elden Rings, from regular gamers, kids to adult movie stars.
Yes. You have all of those on your
No,
feed.
well, one of which was a streamer. She, when she's not doing anything else, she's streaming on Twitch.
Good for
in any
her.
event. But I just haven't heard much about Elden Ring, so I thought God of War was going to win. But to your point, though, what you just made, God of War
just came out. Just came out.
Ragnarok, we're talking about.
Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. But God of War won a bunch of awards,
Oh,
even though it just
it's
came
either
out, so.
Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok.
They
but
pretty much took all the top awards.
I really feel like, though, these games, the Game Awards should go by at least the Oscar rules. Like, it's got to be out for a few months before it can be nominated.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, there is a cutoff date.
Clearly not. God of War was dropped like 2 months ago. Not
Right.
even.
That's okay.
All
Still
right.
cut-
Apparently, the cutoff is before the show.
Well, no. I mean, for the Oscars, I think they're cut off for the awards at the end of February, early March is January.
When's the award show?
End of February, early March.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Really? It's that close?
I think so.
I thought it was like months prior.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
No.
Then. But in any event, Elden Ring took Game of the Year. Stray, I didn't even know Stray was nominated for Game of the Year. No offense.
No, Stray was a phenomenal game.
So
absolutely phenomenal. That was probably my favorite new game that I played this year.
And for those who are not aware of the game Stray, I feel like we're watching level 3 right now. So
No. That's the training level. That's what you. That's how they train you. My cat is off screen over here, just sleeping upside down. So, yeah.
But you play as a cat,
You play as a cat.
literally.
Yeah.
You said it was emotional. Like this game.
My God, literally, like I'm not even kidding you. Like 3 minutes into the game, all of a sudden I'm like, oh. What happened? I was like, literally, literally, my heart dropped, and then like a friend of mine, he's like, dude, I started crying. I was like, what? How do you do that in 3 minutes?
It's like when they kicked Benji's girlfriend in the movie. Like,
exactly.
what? And back then there were no animal rules, so I think they kicked Benji's girlfriend.
No, but no. I mean, the game actually it has an emotional beginning.
Fair enough.
No question about that. It has an emotional beginning, and then the game itself is just really fun.
Okay.
Absolutely wonderful. And then when you get to the end, it's like, oh my God, I defy you not to be upset. Holy cow, that game.
And
So well done.
we'll say it now.
So
Stray, what did Stray win again?
I think it won
best new.
Best new indie game
gonna
or
scroll
best indie
through.
game. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. We have the list up right here.
No, we do. And again, it's really
Best
basically
indie. It won best indie game.
best indie. Okay.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it beat out Sifu and Tunic.
Well, not only best indie, best debut.
Oh,
indie.
debut indie as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's like
yeah.
record and album of the
Well,
year.
because it was a new independent studio that put that together.
Yep.
So yeah.
Very
So,
cool.
but no. And again, when it first came out on PS5, it was
Yeah.
free.
Yes.
So it's free to play. I mean, now you can buy a physical copy, and I'm not going to lie, I kind of want a physical copy of it, even though I played it.
It comes with cat fur.
Ooh, does it?
And
That'd be
dander.
awesome. Yeah, so if you have cat allergies, it's like you get it and you just start sneezing.
So basic, and actually, looking at this now, best game direction, which is a huge, it's one under game of the year. Stray was in there as well.
No.
So,
I got to give props
which
to
I find
Stray.
funny.
I got to give props to Stray. Like
But-
the studio that put it together, great.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
But basically, Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok just kind of went back and forth. Ragnarok got best narrative.
Elden
and
Ring
other
got
stuff.
best art direction.
Yep.
God of War got best score and music, best
Best
audio
audio.
design,
Yep.
best performance by a voice actor.
That got Christopher Judge, who plays Kratos.
Kratos.
Phenomenal.
Was that the award handed out by Al Pacino?
Hooah! No, I was trying to watch that.
Oh, I thought he gave out the voice.
He could have.
Okay.
He should have.
thought
But
he
he
did.
came out, and I thought they dragged a homeless man onto the stage. I have not seen Al Pacino in a long time.
Oh, okay.
And apparently neither has the son.
Oh.
So I'm not sure.
Maybe he's preparing to play Dracula.
This is probably true. Didn't he just finish playing, what's his face? Dr. Death?
Oh, yeah.
Kevorkian?
So there you go.
So, but no, yeah, Pacino, of all people. And he gets up. If I don't know if you watched it,
I did not.
He gets up and he's standing on stage. I don't know what award honestly he was giving.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it was that one.
He
His
goes.
performance.
He's 5 seconds in. All of a sudden he goes, "I can't read the teleprompter." Oh, and so now he's winging it.
Right.
And it's just, and I'm even happier I got to do my Pacino. But he.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. Great job.
But he just tried his best, and then just got through it. But it was funny because
Right.
he had no clue what he was doing. I think he even said, "What am I doing here?" So,
he probably went to the wrong building for something.
Probably
He
did.
just showed up. He's like, what is this?
listen, old man, can you do us a favor?
Like, this is not the ESPYs?
And now from Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Couple other things. Just
I can't.
awards to
Can we
throw
talk
out.
about ongoing games?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, ongoing games. Of course, like, I don't know. This is an odd category to me. I don't understand why you want to keep awarding a game over and over again.
At this point, it's a legacy award.
Yeah, basically. So Final Fantasy XIV Online won Best Ongoing Game.
I'm pretty sure I remember in Lud. Oh, that's right. Oh, we got to talk about a correction. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
What did we do wrong?
I will explain in a minute. Man, we boned something pretty bad
Last week?
So, yes.
Oh.
So anyway,
Did somebody yell at us for it?
No, but I'm always corrected.
Oh,
so,
all right. So he told
yeah,
you. Okay,
yeah,
correct
absolutely.
it. Did we both get it wrong, or was it you?
No, we both. I feel like we're in this together. So.
So you.
So Final Fantasy 14 Online, I am pretty sure I remember. No, maybe it was 13, but I remember trying to set up on.
13 wasn't online, was it?
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't know if it was
Yeah.
13 or 14. 13 might have been online, but 14 was like the bigger
Right.
one. But I was
thought it
on
was 12.
on the PS2.
Yes.
Like when I got, and no, I'm not thinking of EverQuest, which I did try. For
I
a
remember
minute
you.
on
I remember
PS2.
you trying EverQuest.
because I got in the hard drive. But Final Fantasy, based on what I'm saying, is Final Fantasy 14 Online has been around forever.
Okay.
So so very very cool that they won. I'm happy they beat
Nice.
out Fortnite. And again, we can go through some of the other stuff, but like I tried watching the awards, and I'm like, with these games coming out, community support also got Final Fantasy 14.
Yep.
Scroll back up for a second. To, what was that? The
Oh, Marvel Snap won
Yeah.
Best Mobile Game.
So that's pretty cool.
Check this out. Best VR Game went to Moss Book 2. I have the first Moss, and it's really good.
really
Yeah, it's actually really, really
okay.
good.
What kind of game is it?
It's a VR. It's a little bit of a. It's kind of a combo. It's a little side scrolling with
Okay.
a 3D element. It's kind of almost like a 3/4
Gotcha.
type of thing, but in the VR it actually looks really,
A
really
little country, a little rock and roll.
good. A little bit. So Moss Book 2 came out this year.
Very cool.
And it beat out Among Us VR, which is surprising.
Which is right?
Because
Because
Among Us is really fun.
exactly.
Let's
Bayonetta.
see. Bayonetta 3 won Best Action, Best Action Game,
yeah.
and then Best Action Adventure Game, different category.
Is Ragnarok.
God of War, RPG, Elden Ring. Multiversus, Best Fighting
That's
Game.
the one I was thinking about. Yeah.
Multiversus. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
It's a lot of fun.
Is it free?
Yes.
Okay.
It's free. nothing is more fun than choosing Shaggy from Scooby Doo and beating up Batman. It's just it's so weird and random. It's like you're just literally. It's like you're just the fact that they just decided, you know what, we're gonna take characters from all of our properties.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. We're just gonna take stuff from all of our properties and we're just gonna throw them into a game and have them fight each other.
Which basically everyone does. It's the Smash Brothers, Nickelodeon did it, so it's a viable.
It's viable until you see the cast though in there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's weird. It's like when Nickelodeon All Star Brawl came out, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I go like, SpongeBob is fighting like
Garfield,
like a Rugrat or something,
and half the turtles are in it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
literally, two of them.
Yeah, so just really interesting. But Multiverses, it got Best Fighting Game, which is really fun.
Okay,
it's a fun game.
Yep. Family game. Nice to see Kirby.
Yep.
And the Forgotten Land. So that's a great game, actually.
That was a good one. And then this surprised me because I didn't realize... I thought this just came out too. Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope. Didn't it just come out?
Literally, I think it just dropped.
Yeah, and I think it won like 2 awards.
It maybe. It definitely won Best Sim Strategy Game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it won another award somewhere. I don't know where, but it's there.
But then we just go through here. Then
we're skipping through.
Whatever. Best adaptation.
Best adaptation. So
yes, adaptation. Yes.
Yeah, adaptation. So the award for best TV, movie, comic, or whatever adaptation from a video game. Arcane League of Legends. There wasn't. I'm sorry, nothing came close to that.
Really, you watched it, obviously.
No joke.
Netflix?
I devoured it.
Is it Netflix?
It was, yeah, okay. It's on Netflix. It was so good. It took the development team or the production studio 7 years to make it.
Really?
Hand painted.
It's animated. Okay.
It's animated, hand painted.
Wow.
The whole thing is hand painted.
Wow.
It's so well done. And
I'll give it a shot.
The performances were great. Everything about the story was great. All of it was great.
And it had a heck of a... Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I don't know what that is. But the Cuphead show was very good on Netflix.
Yep.
Sonic 2 was one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And I just watched Uncharted the other day.
Wasn't it fun?
I loved it.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
If you hate it, you should be smacked with a door.
Why a door?
Because he had positive things happening. So I didn't want to say anything worse than that. So... like get COVID or something.
I was just gonna.
But
wow. You're lucky he doesn't listen to the show.
Rude on his part. But no, I really enjoyed Uncharted, honestly. So
yeah, no, Uncharted was the
movie. I haven't played the game.
I think that was that the last movie I saw in the theater. I think it might have been.
Oh wow,
I saw that in the movie theater.
I literally just watched it the other day. So anyway,
back on my West Coast.
Of
days,
course.
Way back when.
When you had better movie theaters.
Yeah.
So Arcane, very cool.
Arcane, great. Totally deserve it. If you haven't seen Arcane and you have Netflix, check it out.
I'm gonna check it out.
Highly recommend it. And then of course, we have to bring this up. Most anticipated game, which you kind of shrugged and jumped over because
tried.
Yeah, you tried, but you failed. So most anticipated game went to the one game that was the obvious choice out of the 5, and we're talking about The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Can we note that it beat out Resident Evil 4?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's a remake. Resident Evil 4
more important, it beat out Final Fantasy 16.
Yes, well, but
that's a big deal.
We know where we're heading with 16. 4 is the remake. That was the joke.
Yes,
but no, Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Thank God I missed that on TV. Maybe that's what Pacino was trying to advise.
I don't know.
I
think maybe we should start a new segment of our show of Larry Mormon, Tears of the Gamer.
Oh, I got a lot of tears. I'm so struggling through Castlevania.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just have you play Castlevania 2 until you break.
One of the reasons, I'm going to tell you right now, this is news to you. It's nothing bad, but
one of the reasons you don't want to finish it is to frustrate me.
No, not Castlevania 2. I just mean in general, if we ever spin off the retro gamers after midnight, the amount of cursing, because we are very PG.
Yes, we are.
But the amount of cursing that I can yell out, especially when I was playing Castlevania recently, would be epic.
Oh no! I really hope mine recorded my cursing because I want it as I just want to be hey everybody, here's our Red Band trailer.
Oh, forget about it. I mean, it was just wow. But in any event, Legend of Zelda. All right, I guess some people are
Tears of the
curious.
Kingdom. Really looking forward to that. And
can you drop the ball twice in a row? I don't think so.
Well,
so we'll see what happens.
If you talk about dropping the ball being considered one of the best games of all time, yeah, they really dropped the ball there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your favorite game of all time?
Contra.
Okay. Moving on. So great game, not the greatest game of all time. So Tears of the Kingdom, and you know what? I think that was it for that.
For the awards themselves, and
Yeah.
and as always, there's like world premieres and everything like that, and gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
game trailers.
there were a ton of trailers.
Yes.
Again, one of those things we're not going to go through. You can find them all online.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 16 got a new trailer. Drops in June. June actually has a big release window.
June's right around the corner.
Well, June's right around the corner, but you're getting Final Fantasy 16. You're getting the new Street Fighter game
That's right.
in
Yeah.
June, and then there was another June game on the list. I can't remember which one it was though. Hades 2 was announced.
Very cool.
And again, the first Hades won Game of the Year in 2020.
Which is very yep.
Yep. So that was a big.
Awesome.
That was a big deal. Death Stranding 2 was announced, which was great.
Yep.
Idris Elba's coming to Cyberpunk.
Yes.
I hope he battles Keanu Reeves, and I hope it's like a Matrix type thing.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool. Although they should
Or he turns into Knuckles.
Or they should get like Lawrence Fishburne back for that part, and then he passes it on to Idris. You get some.
That'd be awesome.
Get some stuff
Takes
going
a
on
wrong
there.
bill.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor,
Yes,
another
and
big deal.
That's dropping
Yeah.
in March, and Limited Run is already
Mm-hmm.
got their big, box ready
Yeah.
to go.
Oh, there's the other June release, Diablo 4,
Oh,
June
yes.
2023.
I cannot wait.
I started Diablo 3. I played it for a little while with Rich.
Okay.
Rich, Trish, and Jack, actually. The
Okay.
four of us were playing it a little bit. It was a lot of fun.
The game I love. Don't get me wrong. I probably bought it for 3 different systems actually.
I think you did. In fact, you were the one that told me to buy it so we could play it, and then I got it and you never played it with
Oh,
me.
I did that. No, I feel terrible because a good friend of ours, Tim Jackson, we were talking about it, and we're like, "Oh, this game's awesome." I think he had it for PlayStation, I had it for Xbox,
Yep.
or the other way around. But then it was announced it's coming out on Switch, so I'm like, "Oh, cool! I can play it on the road and stuff like that."
That's where I bought it.
Yes,
I bought it on the Switch.
I have it on Switch too.
Yeah.
So then
no,
and-
I bought it on the Switch because you told me.
Did I tell you?
Yes.
I probably did.
Yeah.
And then we started playing, and we were playing for a while. I think it was right before I told you. And then I just stopped.
Yeah.
Which is terrible, too, because that game, I love that game.
It was a lot
I
of
just
fun.
bought Diablo 2 Remastered.
Nice.
For one of the systems. And I'm just looking forward to Diablo 4. In fact, I even got, for Diablo 3, I know you don't collect them, but I got the Diablo Amiibo.
Oh, yes.
Which is like one of the few, like, non-Nintendo
yeah.
Amiibo that came
I
out.
can't do the Amiibo.
Oh, scroll back up for a second.
What, the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad?
I think that's cool to mention.
Yeah, okay. Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League was revealed, coming out May 2023, but the late, great, only voice of anime. Of
Really
Batman,
the only one.
The real voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy, the
Yes.
late Kevin Conroy, actually recorded lines for the game, so he'll be in the game.
That's
which is
awesome.
great.
So that'll be his,
be
his
his
swan song,
Yes.
his de coup de grace. Coup de.
Coup de grace?
Thank you. Wow. Well, I got it wrong, and then my mind just decided to shut down.
I don't know. And then, of course...
Yes, I think this we can take a moment to completely talk about. This was
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, so... it was just last week that we broke down the Mario trailer?
Oh, welcome to the Super Mario Brothers movie podcast. Basically.
Yeah, basically. We broke down the Mario Brothers movie trailer last week. Now, at the Game Awards, we got a clip from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes.
And we got a nice look at how the Mushroom Kingdom operates.
Basically, yeah. And again, folks, pause the podcast now. Pause YouTube. Go check out this. You can find it. It's actual clip from the movie, like Anthony said.
Yep.
It's a minute 35. And you're back. So this, again, I just keep saying it. They're nailing everything proper. They're doing it right, this movie.
Well,
In my opinion.
Yeah, no. I understand what you're saying. And when you say nailing it proper, I think what you're pointing out is like there are so many references to the video game in it that they've just made it. They've wrapped the movie in the games.
Basically.
So
it's not giving any... Well, actually, it kind of gives a little bit away.
It gives a little
Well,
bit
nothing
away.
but it gives to what the story is.
it gives a little bit of the plot away.
The damsel in distress isn't who you think.
Yes. So, but they do give a little story away. However, just the Mario and Toad going through the Mushroom Kingdom, just really, really cool to see how it works.
Yep.
And on top of that, just if you keep looking around in the
Which
background,
I'm always constantly doing
I'm
now,
always
yeah.
looking around the background. There's so many little things going
Yep.
on that you catch where it's like, oh wow, they put that in there. They put that in there. They put that in the music again.
I can't wait to get
right
the soundtrack,
spot
honestly.
on. So good.
You know, it's like almost like an ATM, like it's like the coin boxes or ATM machines. It seems
Yes.
like when you're walking by the antique store, we actually see like the hammer from Donkey
Yep.
Kong in this case, and then we see our first actual use of warp pipes.
Yes.
Now, before we get into that, it is clear that it seems clear that the design of the Mushroom Kingdom looks like it's been pulled from Super Mario 3D World.
That's what it looks like.
Because it was a clear pipe that we
Yep.
saw, which is in Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
And and that kind of makes sense. I know you got Super Mario 64, but for a modern
Yeah.
game, it's good
But you
to
got
pull
your
from
Super
there.
Mario 64 reference when you get to the top of the pipe.
Oh, 100%. Because then
And there's Princess Peach's castle.
there's the castle
in all its glory.
and then we're good. But and you do hear again. I'm going to go back to this, and I'll fight the internet. You hear a little more of Chris Pratt, and I'm not bothered by it.
No,
I know it's
Yeah.
dead and buried, but
it's never bothered me. So let's just move on.
So all good to go. But
yeah.
definitely check out the clip.
Yeah, the clip was really good. And then I think that was pretty much. I mean, there are plenty of other.
There's a ton of stuff.
There's a ton of trailers. There's a new Hellboy coming out. This Crash Team.
The Crash Bash, whatever.
Crash
it's
Bash.
called. No.
Crash Team Rumble.
Thank you.
Crash Team Rumble.
I want to call it Crash Bash. now.
There's another Bayonetta.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah, this one made us laugh. So, 505 Games is unveiled a game called Crime Boss Rockay City.
Rockay City, yeah.
Rockay City. And it takes place in a fictional version of 1990s Florida.
Yes.
And it's a crime game, obviously Crime Boss, but the cast in the game, and they have likenesses of each character, of each actor. Michael Madsen,
Yep.
Chuck Norris,
Yep.
Danny Glover,
Oh, yeah.
Kim Basinger,
Yep.
Danny Trejo,
And
Vanilla Ice.
that is fantastic.
Only if he does a song.
Oh, he's got to sing something.
He's got to sing something.
He's got. We go every time they play "I.O. Queen." No. Who owns it?
David Bowie.
That Bowie. That's right. Every time he plays "I.O. Bowie" money.
Yep.
So we're scrolling through. What caught my eye is the fact. I'm like, why is Walker Texas Ranger in a game? Because I would totally get a Walker Texas
he's
Ranger.
the
game.
sheriff.
He's the sheriff.
He's the
fantastic.
sheriff of 90s Florida.
This is fantastic. I
my
cannot
gosh.
wait.
I just love that Danny Glover's in it, and he's going to say, "I'm getting too old for this."
Oh, totally. You know, it seems like they're each from like Glover looks like he's pulled right out of Lethal Weapon. Yeah. Vanilla Ice looks like he's pulled right off of the corner. That
Yeah.
you know, he was
Basinger
hanging out
looks
at.
like L.A. Confidential.
Yes,
Yeah.
not confidential. So looking forward to that one. That should be fun.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
And then the only other game that really piqued my interest, and I haven't even played it originally, a bunch of games coming out for the PC.
Yeah.
And Dead Cells.
Oh, Dead Cells.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which is very cool because, you know, they're showing the trailer for Dead Cells, and I haven't played it, but I heard it's a great game. But then all of a sudden you hear this, like.
Yeah.
So they're doing a crossover with Castlevania. Dead Cells Return to Castlevania
Yeah.
DLC is coming next year, which now is going to make me want to go buy Dead Cells.
Of course.
Because it's almost like this is like a brand new Castlevania. When I said we're our platformers,
Yep.
I think we got something here.
Here you go.
It's gonna it's a DLC arriving first quarter of next year. It's gonna have new enemies, new weapons, 3 new bosses,
Yep.
20 different outfits. I guess you change outfits in the games, and 50 original and reimagined Castlevania musical tracks. So this one I'm really looking forward to.
No, that one looks interesting. I've never played Dead Cells either.
No, neither
but
have
this
I,
does
yeah.
make me interested in it, especially after we just recently played Castlevania.
Yes.
So that was like a good chunk of what happened on the Game Awards. I feel like we went through it in fast forward.
Yeah, we
which
did.
is fine because there was a lot of stuff, and it was on for like 3 or 4 hours, and we did
my
it.
God, it's always
we
on
did it in
forever,
about
yes.
20 minutes,
Always.
which I like better.
Yes.
By the way.
Totally.
There you go. So yeah, if you guys want, let us know what you thought of the 2022 Game Awards if you saw them. There was an interesting question that came up before we were recording, and actually you posted it, so I thought let's talk about this for a minute. You had said to me, looking at the list of all the nominees and who won and everything like that, you had said, I think you think gaming has kind of passed you by in a way.
Not even just the nominees, like the trailers and everything. Mm-hmm. It's like have I aged myself out with these new games. Now, don't get me wrong, not because of what we do with the podcast. I love the old stuff. That's the stuff that I grew up on. I mean, it's stuff we grew up on.
Yes.
But that's what I grew up on. And a lot of, like, my Xbox, I really only play for PUBG. And if I do play some other games, they're usually from like a retro collection of some sort.
Yep.
I don't see myself sitting in front of a game for hours and hours. Like, what was it? One of the Assassin's Creeds recently, I think Valhalla, was like over 100 hours maybe or something like that. So like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, wow, maybe like my time is in the retro video game stores.
Or maybe what it is, and this is a great debate for everybody to have. When you think about this, I do play newer games, but I don't play them as much as I used to. A lot of the game, and honestly, like I point myself to the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, I started playing more multiplayer online games with my friends, and now I'm kind of in that mode. Whenever I sign on, I'm looking to the multiplayer games that I want to play with my friends.
Okay.
Rather than just playing single player games like I used to play all the time. I don't think that you're necessarily kind of falling into I'm just a retro gamer. I just think that you need to look for those style of games that are available to play, because those types of games, like new versions of those types of games, like platformers.
Yeah.
There are tons of platformers out there that you can play. Zelda type games that the Tunic that just came out,
which I started playing.
Right,
yeah.
Tunic that just came out is basically like a Link to the Past.
Well, exactly. That's what it like.
But that's what I mean. It's like you're not playing a retro game; you're playing a new game.
Yeah.
Just because the game looks like it could be retro doesn't mean that it's retro, because it's brand new.
No, I know. I'm talking about more like just like
Elden
Ring, Elden Ring. Even honestly, Ragnarok. Like, I love the first 3 God of Wars on the PlayStation 2. And then I tried playing God of War on the PS4. Like, basically the one before Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I didn't play it long.
Okay.
I don't, just something about it. I don't know. Maybe that's what it
Well, it could just be that your taste has changed. That's all.
That could be
Well, and
case,
also, I was about to ask you, I'm like, how big were you into like 3D platformers?
Oh, I was definitely, like I said, I played a lot. I never beat them, but I definitely played a lot of like the God of Wars.
Okay.
I played. I mean, I can't think of every game, but I've definitely played. I haven't stopped, because at some point that's when it switched over, like with Mario and Zelda and all that.
Yeah, like I think the last one that I might have played that I really was obsessed with, Breath of the Wild, obviously, right? But I think the remake of Shadow of the Colossus, when they remastered that.
Oh yes, I mean, and I remember playing that original.
Yeah, like,
yes.
I never played the original, and when they remastered it, I got it, and man, did I love it.
Which is funny too, because I bought the original. I bought the first remaster on the PS3. I think they remastered it again on the PS4.
Oh wow.
And then, that was the one then this is the one that you played, which is the PS4.
Yeah.
PS4.
But I think it just, I really do think it just comes down to where you are right now in terms of taste. And for you, all these new announcements that came out, it's like, a lot of the games, it's really about, they look amazing. They're these big 3D adventures, and it's just not where your head is right now. I'll be honest with you, my head's not really there either. Perfect example. I finally started playing the Avengers game.
Okay, yeah.
The Avengers game on PS5.
Yeah, the one that's not related to the movies.
No, the one not related to the movies, but everybody kind of sort of looks like the movie characters enough to be creepy.
They're like
it's creepy alternate universe.
Yep.
MCU Avengers. But I started playing that. I bought it last year for Black Friday, on Black Friday. So that's pretty good for me, because I have games that are like 7 years old that I bought on Black Friday that are still shrink wrapped. So I started playing it, and I play like maybe 30 to 45 minutes at a time, and then I got to put it down because I don't feel like I'm getting a good experience out of it. Not a good enough experience out of it. I feel what it is I feel like I'm watching a movie, and every once in a while I get to fight a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. It's like a lot. It's very cinematic, and it looks great. I'm like, but is it holding my attention? Not 100%. So now I've come around to the idea of I'm okay doing games like that in small spurts when the mood strikes me, and I'm also okay with just walking away if I don't feel like I'm getting the satisfaction out of the game that I want, because there are so many other games that I have in my collection or that I want to get that, why should I spend time on a game where it's like, you know what, I lose interest after half an hour. So
Yeah, it's again, it's and it's more for me. I just like to pick up and play, and a lot of these games definitely are an investment of time.
Yeah, if a game starts and you have to sit there for like a 15-minute cutscene,
honestly, and I'm just sitting there hitting the start
right
button or
instead
whatever,
of like turn on Legend of Zelda. It's like bing,
basically,
you're in the game.
That's
play.
That's what it is. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know. Well, I'll see.
Yes, you will.
See, like. Because I watched Uncharted, I want to go back and play those games.
So do I.
And I have from one of. You might have it too, maybe because
it was a free download.
The collection. The collection was a free
was
download.
Yep. And I bought Uncharted 4 a long time ago.
I thought 4 was part of the
or
collection.
A Thief's End, whatever. Well, no,
4 is a Thief's End.
Yeah,
but...
I bought a Thief's End a long time ago on PS4. Again,
okay,
it was a Black Friday sale. I bought that one, and then the collection came out later for free. So now I have them all.
All right,
I definitely have them all.
So we'll see. As always, we'll keep you all updated.
Yes, we will.
So. All right. Well, 'tis the season.
To be stupid?
Yes, and to possibly win something from us.
Ah, yes. You can actually win Larry's hat.
Oh, how dare you!
Oh no. Okay.
Love this.
It is that time of year. It's the season of giving, and we are giving away a stocking full of retro goodies.
Yes, and you can check out all of our social media. Links are going to be on our Instagram and our Facebook, and if I remember, I got up on Twitter and YouTube as well.
Yep.
Just basically, you just click on the link and. You don't have to do anything. No purchase necessary.
No purchase.
Give us your name and your email address.
Just all you gotta do is put in your name and email address. You'll be entered into the contest, and on our December 20th episode, we will be selecting a winner and sending them their Christmas stocking or holiday stocking full of retro goodies.
Yes, and if you don't know where we are in social media, where are we?
Oh, where are we? Okay. We are on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
All right.
I feel like we've been talking too fast.
I feel like we've been talking for like a little over half.
No, I feel like we each had like 3 espresso before we started this, and it could possibly be that I'm overtired. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night.
I'm exhausted.
I'm ready to fall over.
All right, folks. If we're talking too fast, just remember the speed option on the playback. Put it to 0.05.
Put it to
0.5. Excuse me. Yeah, basically. I've actually 0.05 would be really slow. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I've listened to some podcasts in like double speed or speed.
I've heard a lot of people do that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like to do that. But
you're right. We do talk. That's me. I talk fast and loud.
You talk fast, and then I have to keep up with you.
Is that why?
Yeah, and that.
Oh, excuse me.
I feel like I have to keep up with you, and then on top of that, I normally don't talk very loud, so I actually strain my voice to hit your level.
So what you're saying is,
like right now, my throat hurts.
So you're blaming me because we're in the same room.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So I guess next week we're on Zoom.
It's like a competition. On Zoom, it's
not a competition.
No. On Zoom, it's a lot better because I actually do keep my regular
level. And you lower me.
Yeah, and that too. I lower his audio.
I do talk naturally loud.
I either lower yours or up mine, or I do both to kind of get us in the middle. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, in person now, I feel like I have to project.
Cool. Well, we're never doing this again.
If I wanted to project, I'd do theater. So
I thought you were.
When?
I don't know, but like hired deal theater.
Let's move on. How about we talk about some retro
Let's
news?
do that.
All right, we got some retro news.
Yes.
So my eyes are gonna dart across to my other screen as I point out the retro news stuff. First thing that I sent you to this.
Yes,
week,
which I haven't read yet.
Yes. So Mega Man. Our Mega Man series, where we last left off, we had Mega Man 11, right? Came out, I think, in 2018.
And somehow is the #1 selling Mega Man, which I still find odd.
Number one selling Mega Man, and we are getting...
It's a good game.
Yes, so the 35th anniversary of Mega Man is happening right now.
Yes, it is.
Right now. December of 1987 was when the first Mega Man debuted, so we're now in the throes of the 35th anniversary.
Okay.
And Capcom apparently is planning to celebrate it with not 1, not 2, but 3.
Really?
3, the rumor.
Twice.
3 new Mega Man games.
Sweet.
So, curious to hear what they're coming out with.
Oh, okay. We have no...
No.
Okay.
Again, it's just a rumor. There's a rumor. that they're developing 3 Mega Man games, and they're not all necessarily going to be like, it's not going to be like 12, 13, 14.
No.
It's going to be in the Mega Man universe. It could be a battle game. I'm sorry, the one game that is coming out, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Yes,
that's coming out.
Those are a series of games. They were basically Capcom's version of Pokemon.
Why are you talking slow?
Because now I'm trying to be better at this.
No. Yeah.
It was their version of Pokemon, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
they would put out what?
I hope they're remastering like Mega Man 64.
Oh God!
Remember that
Tron-Bonne, the Legacy of Tron, or something Tron-Bonne. I hated that game. I hated that game on PlayStation, and then I bought it on the N64, thinking it was going to be better. Man, was I wrong.
Yeah.
So the Battle Network games are very Pokemon-like.
Yep.
As far as like they would put out 2 games at the same time for every version. So like when this collection comes out, I think there's going to be about like 45 games on it. I never played them because it wasn't my style. It was very RPG, and for me, I want my Mega Man to just run and gun. So, but still, great games nevertheless.
Yeah, no, great game, and then also a quick shout out to our friend Rich, who finally completed Mega Man 11.
God bless him. Didn't he just do?
He went through all of them.
Yes.
He went through all of them.
I didn't know if he. I didn't realize he completed 11. I knew he did 9 and 10.
Yeah, no, he finally completed 11.
Awesome.
So he just completed the entire Mega Man run, 1 through 11.
I think I'm stuck on 4.
I'm on 5. I'm stuck on 5.
Cossack. Yeah.
I went through the first 4 years ago, and then I got like halfway through 5 and stopped. I said I needed a break, and I never went back.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not ashamed on rewinds or save states.
Nope. Again, we're just gonna put it out there. We old.
We
old. We don't have time to start over.
Speaking of which, throwing new coat of paint on an old game.
Yes, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which has been out for 7 years.
For a while, if we're counting the Wii U version.
If we're counting the Wii U, it's been out for like 7 years.
Yeah, I really at this point, it's funny. It dawned on me. I'm like, as much as I love the Wii U, it really wasn't successful. So I really feel like Nintendo.
We knew it wasn't successful.
No, I know, but I still loved it. But I feel like Nintendo's like, you know what? Let's just, let's do what we want to do with these games. But now at least we have a better console to do it.
Well, let's face it. The games that were on the Wii U were good games. The Wii U didn't sell. That was the problem. The Wii U console didn't sell. So they just took all the games and threw them on the Switch.
All the deluxe versions.
Yeah, they just took they took almost.
But what they're doing with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now is fantastic because I just played these.
Yeah, so 8 new courses are now available on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I believe that brings it up to 88.
Well, it's Wave 3
of 4.
No, it's Wave 3 of 6.
Oh, I thought they were.
No, 6.
I thought there were 4.
No, they're going to the end of 2023.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And each wave is 2 sets of tracks.
Right, okay.
So, I think it's going to be 48 new tracks.
Yeah, by the end of this, there will be 96 tracks in Mario Kart 8. At which point, you won't need another Mario Kart game.
I really hope that, when it's all said and done, they just throw one more track in. Whatever the Rainbow Road track is in the movie.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be really cool.
Or, you know what? Put 3 more tracks in so you get to 99, but you don't get 100.
That's like when on my Super Mario 64 game, my original Super Mario 64 kart, what was it, 140 stars?
I think it was 120, and you're like one.
No, I went 119
and stopped.
Not only did I stop, I sold the game back.
Oh my god!
I mean, this was back during the day when
but you were literally 1 star away from
Yoshi. I was 1
Yoshi.
star away, and I sold my game back.
That just really sums up your entire life, doesn't it?
It was in college. I needed the money.
I am this close to completion. I am this close to success.
I tried. So I forgot what was the last. Because I know I didn't really do it in order, but I forgot what the last star was. God help me.
Terrible.
Oh god.
Terrible. There are no words for you.
There are. There's not allowed to say.
All right. The last bit of retro news.
This is interesting.
This is very interesting. First off, there's a bit of news that we missed. I think we missed this. I don't remember talking about it back in
definitely
August.
did not talk about it.
But Sega coming off of the success that is the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and its sequel.
Yep.
And now there's a series on Netflix
coming out, and Sonic 3 is going to be coming out.
Sonic 3 was greenlit, so there's a lot of Sonic coming out. But Sega has Sega has greenlit other projects to go to the big screen. Back in August, they announced 2 titles that I was completely unaware of, or at least I think I was.
One makes sense, one to me doesn't make, but I never played the other one.
Yeah, so the first one is Comix Zone for the Sega Genesis. Comix Zone was just a side-scroller beat-em-up, but it took place in comic book pages. So
Yep.
you were going from panel to panel.
Great concept.
It was actually a great concept, really, really fun.
which never got a sequel.
No, never did.
It was just Comic Zone.
Yeah, it just existed on its own. But Comic Zone is now coming to the big screen.
Which totally makes sense to me.
Movie. Yeah, I can see it working.
Very-
Definitely see it working.
Better than Cool World.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely better than Cool World. The other game that was announced
this one-
to be adapted on the big screen, and yeah, this is a really big surprise. It was a first-party title on the Sega Dreamcast, and I want to say it was a launch title. I do. I really want to say it was because
We don't know.
I could swear when I got my Dreamcast on $99.99 that I got this with it.
Okay.
I could have sworn it was. But they are adapting Space Channel 5
Now,
into a film.
you've played it. I never
have.
played it. Did it play like Parappa? Like it was it was a rhythm game, wasn't it?
It was a rhythm game.
Okay.
It was a rhythm game. The difference was you were a reporter on a spaceship,
As
and
you are.
and there was an alien invasion.
Of course.
So you had to battle them by dancing.
To make sense to me.
Yeah,
I mean, that's Space Force
it
in
works.
a nutshell.
And basically what they did was they I guess they hypnotized like the other people that were living on the spaceship.
have to play
So
this
you
game.
had to save them.
Seriously?
Yeah, you had to save them.
All
and then
right,
what
I have
happened?
to-
And then when you save them, they actually join your dance group and they're dancing behind you. So it's like a flash mob going along. It really is. It's like
It's
you
a-
just build your flash mob.
It's a literal mob. It's,
Yeah.
I
You build
have
your
to play
flash
this now.
mob to
Okay.
to fight the aliens.
Interesting.
And at one point in the game, I don't remember if it's level 3 or 4, who do you wind up saving and who joins your flash
Oh,
mob?
I remember this one.
Michael Jackson.
Yep. that I
Michael
remember.
Jackson joins you in Space Channel 5. And he voiced it,
Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
So just
All right.
and they did make a sequel to the game.
Was it on a
yeah.
Kickstarter?
No, there was a sequel back then.
Oh, that's right. But I thought he did a Kickstarter as well.
They might have done a Kickstarter for it, but the sequel didn't sell very well. It's actually an expensive game if you want to find it. I do have Space Channel 5 still.
Okay.
So maybe it's a retro.
No, I'm picking the game.
I thought that was our retro showdown. It could be our retro review.
This is true.
It's not a showdown game. But Space Channel 5 is getting a movie,
Okay.
so look forward to that. And the reason why we actually bring this up is because there was another adaptation announced a few days ago, and this one has me excited because because I really enjoyed the original game on the Sega Genesis. I didn't really play the second one, the sequel, and it was a completely different game. It was a side-scrolling platformer, which you might like.
I'll give it a
Actually.
shot.
But I'm very curious to see how they pull this off. Or at least the announcement is that they are adapting Toe Jam and Earl to the big screen.
That's got to be animated, hopefully.
Has to be. Has to be.
I can see it though. It's goofy enough to be to be a movie.
Yeah, it's goofy. It's funny. To me, they scream 90s.
100%.
So I'm curious
Yeah.
to see, like, maybe they can get Vanilla Ice for this too. That'd be great. Like Toe Jam and Earl, and then Vanilla Ice is like their sidekick.
I'm pretty sure Vanilla Ice is working the janitorial staff at the building that's going to be making the
He
movie.
might be. Actually,
So-
he should show up in Multiverses since they have Ninja Turtles in there, right? Oh no, I'm sorry, the Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. You have 2 Ninja Turtles and Vanilla Ice.
That's his high selling. He made most money with Ninja Rap.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Well, because he lost.
Because he
money,
lost, yeah.
He lost money with Ice Ice Baby because it was David Bowie's. Oh man.
There's a difference. Mine goes din 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 din. His goes din din. Yeah. He was dead serious.
He was dead. Well, I mean, it was his career.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Well, it could have been worse. He could have Milli Vanilli.
Oof. Yikes.
Anyway, Toe Jam and Earl.
Yes.
If you've never played the game back on the Genesis, it's just a fun, literally just like kind of
Yeah,
just a fun little romp that you don't have, like, there's nothing serious about it.
No.
You just kind of your spaceship is broken. You have to find the parts on the different levels so that you can fix your ship. And there are all these cool little items like rocket skates and all these other things that you can collect that get you zipping around the board.
There's
It's
a
really
great one of the episodes, and they just dropped season 9 on YouTube, or they're doing it episodically. Sonic for Hire.
Oh yeah.
From Lowbrow Studios, one of the funniest
Oh,
things
yeah,
you
it's
can ever
really
watch.
fun.
Oh
It is
my
fun.
god, that is a movie I would pay to watch if they voiced characters. But there was one of the jobs that Sonic had to do was with Toe Jam and Earl, and it's very like.
I think I saw this one.
Yeah, it's like if there was a rate, there's no rating on YouTube, but it would be MA because of the language. But it's hysterical because Sonic is tripping on something, on whatever drug he was on, and when he thinks he's helping Toe Jam and Earl, when they cut to reality, Tails is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm here with Toe Jam and Earl." It's like, it's a trash bag and a broken chair. It was phenomenal.
That kind of sums them
Basically.
up. Yeah, they do, because they look really weird.
They do. So that's cool. And then just two things to mention real quick. One part is we like to talk about this when we see it. Basically, like when TV shows or movies make a reference, not like where they're surrounded, where it's based on it, but mentions. In the last couple of weeks, the show Young Rock, which is actually a very good show, on NBC, it's on Peacock. The last couple of weeks has had some gaming references. So with Young Rock, it's about Dwayne Johnson, and it's got 3 different stories: him when he was a kid, him when he was a teenager, basically going into college, and then when he's breaking into the business. And
when he says business, he means professional wrestling.
Sorry.
Professional wrestling.
I thought I was on a different podcast.
Yeah.
Which I need to start up again. So
no, it's okay.
When they're talking about, so it's the young, him when he's like a kid, like maybe 12 or something, even younger than that. They were talking about Nintendo because the narrative takes place in the year like 2032 or 2034. The Rock was running for president and someone's interviewing him and everything. So they were talking about Nintendo and they were like, "Oh, what's your favorite game?" And they're like, "Oh, bet Zelda." And he's like, "Nope, Metroid all the way." So like, all right, that's pretty cool. Like to mention to the general public Metroid, like you would think they'd go Mario or Zelda, but he went Metroid, even to the point where they were talking, and then when she took, when you realize it was a girl at the end, like they deep dove into it.
Oh, that's cool.
For the general public. I thought it was really neat. And then the following week with the story as it progressed, as The Rock was telling his narrative, whatever the story of the episode was, he's playing an actual cabinet of WrestleFest.
That's awesome.
And they're showing video game footage, and it's not like edited for new guys. Like he was Hogan, the other guy was Mr. Perfect, and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see that.
Well, I love WrestleFest.
Yeah.
One of my favorite wrestling games of all time.
A friend of ours, his arcade out there on the island, they just got WrestleFest. Oh, like an original cabinet too.
I think we need to go play.
100%.
Retro Showdown.
So on the road.
On the road.
Ooh,
that could be fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then of course, speaking of which, so
what did you do
in our error that we make? Look, again, we're not perfect.
No,
we're doing this on the fly, but we have fun doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's a conversation. So last week,
what did you screw up?
Last week we were talking about the 25th anniversary of WCW NWO World Tour.
Yes, we were.
Then we started talking about. I mentioned the Goldberg rule. Where we would eliminate as soon as Goldberg would hit the Royal Rumble, we would immediately throw him out.
But he wasn't in World Tour.
Neither was the Royal Rumble. Well, whatever their version of a Royal Rumble was, that was in WCW versus NWO Revenge. World Tour didn't have Goldberg and only had like a 4-player Rumble.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
So yeah, so basically we were describing the wrong game.
Okay. I don't think that's that big of a mistake.
No, but still, it was pointed out, and I have fun mentioning these.
Oh, correcting you?
Yes.
Okay, so that was your fault.
I did mention Goldberg. Yes.
You brought the Goldberg.
I
see, so I for the most part, then I'm still intact.
Yes, you're right.
So is my pride.
It is normally me.
Yes. No, I do make my mistakes on the show, and I'm willing to admit them. It's just this one wasn't mine.
And with that, I think we're going to end this one. We're going to close it up.
Yeah.
Where can they find us?
You guys can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at TheRetroGamers.com. And if you do any of those things, please leave us a review.
A review, a like, a thumbs up, and enter the contest.
And enter
Why
the
not?
contest. Join the 2022 Retro Gamers Podcast Holiday Contest and win a holiday stocking full of retro goodies.
There you go. And with that, Ant, I don't know if I'm going to be here next week.
I don't think you should be.
All right, fair enough. We'll catch you everywhere next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.